Hearty welcome to all my dear students to today's online class. I believe that all my dear students are staying safe and feeling blessed. In the last few sessions, we were going through the chapter Introducing Indian Society. I request all my dear students to read and to comprehend the chapter because it will give you a strong basement for learning the rest of the chapters. Today we can go through the second chapter, the demographic structure of the Indian society. This is the first session of the second chapter, the demographic structure of the Indian society. The first chapter is non-evaluative. Now the second chapter is evaluative. There will be 6-mark questions from the second chapter. So I urge my students to go through the chapter in a serious way. Now we can learn it together. The first point is that the word demography. The author is giving us the definition and derivation of the word demography. Demography is defined as the systematic study of population. Demography means the study of population in a systematic way. The second point, the word demography is derived from the two Greek words. First word demos, meaning people, and the second word graphy, which means describe. So we can combine these words together, we will get the overall meaning. Demography means what we can say, description of people. It describes people. Next point is that what is the role of demography? Now let us learn the role of demography. First role is that it studies the trends in population. Second role is that it studies the process in population. It studies the trends in population by means of decrease and increase in population size. It studies the process in population by means of structure and formation. It studies the process in population by means of structure. There is a structure in our society. Men are there, women are there, and how the society is formed by means of age structure. Demography studies population, especially the process by means of age structure and proportion of men and women. This is all about the role of demography. Now we can move to the types of demography. There are various types of demography. Let us learn two important types of demography. They are formal and social. Formal demography means it studies the quantitative data. Quantitative means what? It gives importance to the numbers. In a data there are various numbers, death rate, birth rate, different numbers are there. So, formal demography gives importance to the numbers, quantitative data. What about social demography? Social demography deals with society in a deeper way because it studies economic or political and social functions of society or aspects of population. Once again, I wanted to tell you that social demography deals with the social, economic or political aspects of population, so that social demography is having a deeper function. Then we can understand that the census and survey are different methods of collecting the data in a systematic way. This is the last point, the role of census and survey. The census and survey are methods by means of this we can collect data in a systematic way. This is all about the first paragraph. I firmly believe that all my dear students are catching me. Please be with me, understand me, and read again and again for more understanding. Now, let us go through the second paragraph. In the second paragraph, the first point we can see what is the importance of demography to sociology. What is the importance of demography to sociology? Demography is the systematic study of population. Sociology studies society in a scientific way. Both are connected to each other. Both are concentrating on population. So, first point we can see demography and sociology are connected to each other because when sociology occurs or came as a discipline means branch of study, its importance was increasing because of demography. Demography helps sociology to come as a branch of study in a successful way. Next point is that when we go through the history, we can see towards the end of the 18th century in Europe, there formed nation states. When we study history, towards the end of the 18th century, there formed in Europe nation state. What do you mean by nation state? Nation state means a group of people who are having common culture, language, forming independent state. This is called nation state. Nation state includes a group of people who are having common culture and language. And in 18th century in Europe, nation state formed. And the modern state also formed. It has some, what we can say, importance. Once again, I wanted to repeat that point. In history, when we go through the history, we can see in the 18th century, we can see there developed, formed nation state, and because it is developed as an important political organization. In Europe, in the 18th century, nation state formed as an important political organization. And they also developed modern science of statistics. In a simple way, I wanted to tell you that in 18th century in Europe, nation state formed as an important political organization, and also modern science of statistics also formed in Europe, because for the smooth functioning of an administration, we need the help of statistics. That is the importance of demographic data. Why? A country needs demographic data like death rate, birth rate, infant mortality rate, because for the smooth functioning of an administration, we do need the help of demographic data. That is why in Europe, modern science of statistics developed. And next point, what are the functions of the state? What is the first function? The second paragraph says that public health management. It tries to give importance to public health. Second point, policy and maintenance of law and order. They are making the policy and they are also maintaining law and order. For the smooth functioning of any society, we need the help of law and order. Third point, economic policies relating to agriculture and industry. They give importance to agriculture and industry. Last point, taxation and revenue generation and governance of cities. These are the important functions of the state. This is all about the second paragraph. Now, I want to move to the third paragraph. Third paragraph deals with the importance of demographic collection of data. It means social statistics. I wanted to repeat the importance of demographic collection of data, which means social statistics. What is the importance of social statistics? The first point, the social statistics, it helps in the expansion of the state. For the smooth functioning of the administration, we need the help of social statistics, demographic data. Second point, this demographic collection of data, social statistics, has an old form. In the past also, it was there in our society. But the modern form of the collection of demographic data was occurred in the 18th century. In the past, it was there in our societies, but the modern form, it occurred in the end of the 18th century. This is all about this point. Next point, what is the relevance of the years 70, 90 and 1800? In the book, it is clearly written that in 1790, the first modern census was conducted. It was in America. And it was spread to other European countries in 1800s. Next point, Indian census. Indian census was conducted by the British Indian government between 1867 to 72. It is very important. Indian census was conducted by the British Indian government between 1867 to 72. Next, it was a type of decennial census. Decennial means what? Regular 10-yearly census. It started in 1881. In India, decennial census, a type of census, started since 1881. And in independent India, the decennial census started in 1951. It still continues. The latest census was conducted in 2011. And last point in this paragraph is that Indian census is the largest in the world, because we know that even though China is the most populated country in this world, after that India is having the place. In China there is no regular census. So in India, decennial type of census is there. So in India, India is appreciated to be said, because in India largest census is there, second to China. In China there is no regular type of census. So last point I wanted to repeat it again. In India, the largest census is there, because even though in China it is the most populated country in this world, there is no regular census, but in India regular census is there. On the basis of that, we can come to the conclusion that India is having largest census. This is all about the first session of learning the chapter, the demographic structure of the Indian society. What was the first point? First point, how the term demography is derived and defined. Then role of demography, types, then what is the role of census and survey. Next paragraph, we were dealing with the importance of demography to sociology. Then what about the history towards the end of the 18th century? What happened in Europe? Nation state formed. Then modern science of statistics. Then functions of states, the nation state. Then next paragraph we dealt with the importance of collecting data, expansion of state. It has its old form and modern form started towards the end of the 18th century. Then what are the relevance of the years 1790 and 1800s? We have to note down. Then what about Indian census? Started between 1867 to 72. The decennial type of census, regularly 10 years, started since 1881. In independent India, it started in 1951, still it continues. Last point, Indian census is the largest one in the world because in China there is no regular census. I believe that all have captured the first session of learning the chapter, the demographic structure of the Indian society. Read the chapter, make your own points, understand the chapter. May God bless you. Thank you.